Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 239.
It's moving day again, and we have a lot to do today on top of changing rooms. So we got up very early and got our day started, went down to the quick service here at Saratoga Springs to Artist Palette and got some breakfast. And I was really happy we got breakfast here because I got the breakfast flatbread and I absolutely love this thing. I also got a cinnamon roll because I have way too much of a sweet tooth and I couldn't resist it. And I'm glad I got it because it was pretty good.
It was a very good cinnamon roll. I'm also glad he got it because I ordered the French toast strata, which sounded really good, but did not taste as good as it sounded. When the cast member explained it to me, it sounded great. I tried it. Wasn't that good. Neither of us thought it was great, so I enjoyed some of the cinnamon roll as well as some of the breakfast flatbread.
After breakfast, we headed over to Senses Salon and Spa, which is right next door to Saratoga Springs main building, and Alyssa was getting checked in for an appointment that she made. I was not getting checked in because I don't have any appointments at Senses today. I went back to the room and packed everything up for Bell Services because someone has to do that because we're changing rooms. So Bell Services came and got all of our luggage and took it for us, and they were going to transfer it while I took an Uber over to Coronado Springs Resort. We're checking into our room for our conference for the next few days. All of our stuff is going to be here, the event, and all of our rooms for our guests that are coming. So we're going to be there with them. We figured it's probably best to coordinate our schedules so we're at the same resort as the conference instead of somewhere else on property. When I got there, I got checked in and chatted with the manager for a few minutes to work out a few details with him, and then headed down to the food court to do some work prepping for a meeting that we were having around 1 o'clock.
And while Robert was doing all the boring stuff, I was having a wonderful morning at Senses Salon and Spa. Because they were still doing 40% off services in the salon for DVC members, I was able to book a nail appointment at a very discounted rate, which is very nice. And I got my nails done, which was really awesome. When I scheduled the appointment, they let me know that I would have access to all the other amenities they have here in the spa. And I was like, okay, I need to make sure I plan accordingly so I can stay for a couple hours, which is why Robert went ahead and took care of everything else this morning so I could stay here and enjoy the awesome things they have. After I got my nails done, I went down to the women's lounge and enjoyed the hot tub in there all by myself. Because it's early in the morning, no one else was in here. I had the whole place to myself, which was awesome. They have heated loungers just like they do on a Disney cruise. They had them here in the lounge as well. I love these and take the best naps in these heated loungers. So I enjoyed that for a little bit. They also have a steam room, which of course I wanted to take advantage of as well. So I was in there for a little bit. I was all over the place and really enjoying the fact that I basically had everything to myself.
Yeah, and I wasn't jealous at all. I was
sending
happy.
in pictures the whole time.
I was so happy that she was enjoying herself and I was just working and getting ready for this meeting that was going to be so fun.
Is that your happy face?
It's something. It's something, all right.
And the last thing I did before I left is I went up to the co-ed relaxation lounge. This is the only area where they have men and women together. This is basically a lounge to just rest, relax. A lot of people in here were reading books. You're supposed to stay quiet in here, so I only took pictures. But they also have snacks, which was like the best thing ever because I love snacks, especially when they're free at Walt Disney World. After spending a little bit of time just relaxing in the relaxation lounge, I went down to the women's lounge, changed, and took an Uber over to Coronado Springs to meet Robert for our meeting.
And even though this meeting was going to be kind of boring, I know it is very necessary because this is our meeting with basically everyone who has a part in the conference at Disney. So anyone who is involved in the food and beverage, we've got the leader who's in charge of the conference rooms and all these different people. There were probably a dozen people in the room around this big table, and we all had little folders with the printouts of everything we're doing for the event just to make sure we nailed down all the little details before the event officially starts tomorrow. Now, I was very thankful that they had snacks in this meeting room because I didn't get to go to the spa and have snacks in the nice relaxation area, so I had snacks in the nice conference room sitting in an office chair. After about an hour of us meeting everybody and hammering out some of the details and working on the finer points of the conference, we did say goodbye to everyone, and then we had to get started getting our errands run and getting ready for the conference tomorrow. So we got another Uber and Ubered over to the UPS store where we had a ton of packages waiting for us because we shipped all kinds of stuff in for the swag bags for the conference, but we also had some of the sponsors ship in some stuff that they were giving away and send it to our UPS box. So they were very happy to see us come pick up our packages today because we had a ton of stuff there.
Thankfully, they were very kind about it. We had warned them a lot was coming, but we also told them what date we'd be there to pick it up. They are so much fun, and we've really enjoyed meeting with them every time we're there because we never know what we're having shipped to the P.O. box, and it's always hilarious when they bring out our packages and they're like, you know, it's been a while, right? There's a lot of stuff here. We had to call an extra large Uber because we had so many large boxes. When the Uber came, they kind of wondered what we were doing. Like, who goes to a P.O. box with no car to get all these boxes and then have to call an Uber? We do.
And then we take it on vacation, apparently, to a Disney World hotel.
When we did arrive back at the hotel, we did have to put everything on a luggage cart. Otherwise, it'd just be sitting on the ground because there was so much of it. We got it all loaded up and walked it to our room because we did get the text our room was ready. Once we got there, we left the luggage cart right outside the door so we could take pictures of the room and do a full room tour for YouTube and Facebook.
So inside these rooms, which are newly remodeled in the last few months, last year, we have 2 queen-size beds. This does sleep 4 people. There are no 5th sleepers here. There's just the 4 people. Now, because we have a newly remodeled room, we have these awesome hard floors as well as raised beds where we can put things underneath for storage. So we have space underneath to store all of our luggage, or at least when you're like us and have 20 suitcases, some of our luggage.
And of course, you can see that entire room tour linked in the description below and up there in the corner. Once we were done with the room tour, we grabbed our cart full of the stuff that was shipped in and brought it into the room, unloaded it, and ran the cart back to Bell Services. And we did need to open up at least one of the packages because there are succulents in it, and we need to get them out of the box into their little pails and get some water in them so we can set them all up and give them out to the attendees of the conference. That just took a lot longer than we thought it was going to. We thought it was going to be a quick little thing. It was not. It took forever, it felt like. So we kind of had to hurry up because we needed to leave to go to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party tonight, party number 4. And we're like, okay, we've got to meet someone for dinner there. We're planning to have dinner with them and then go to the party a little bit. Trying to look at our schedules, like, yeah, we're just gonna have to finish the succulents later because there is no time right now. We caught a bus over to Magic Kingdom, and when we got there, the line to get in for the party was huge. I don't know why today it was backed up like this, but it was insane. We've not seen it like this at all so far for the parties. For whatever reason, party number 4 was a crazy one. But eventually we got into the park and got our wristbands, and we went straight to Columbia Harbor House because we had some friends who were in town for the conference who we'd said we would meet for dinner because they're going to the Halloween party, and we thought Columbia Harbor House is a good option. We went over there and met them, and I got the lobster roll because I love the lobster rolls here at Harbor House, and it was delicious as usual.
I ordered the shrimp skewer because I love shrimp, and they do a really good job with the seafood here at Columbia Harbor House. I would hope so, it's their main thing, but they do. Even for it being a quick service, their food is really, really good. We enjoyed our food and sat here just chatting for a little while, catching up because it has been a long time since we've seen them. We had a really nice visit with them. And then it was time to go to the party. And of course, we don't want to miss anything, especially them, because this is the one night they're here. This is party number 4 for us. So we've kind of made our rounds already, but that means we know exactly what we want to do. And first things first, we headed over to Carousel of Progress so Robert could get some go-go squeeze.
Yep, gotta get the go-go squeeze. It's the best stop in the whole park besides the allergy-friendly place.
Which is where we went next because I gotta make sure I get my really good candy. I love the allergy-friendly candy they have here. I've been introduced to so many brands I didn't even know existed that offer candy I can actually eat, which is so much fun, and I've really been enjoying the sweets that I can have because there are so many here at Walt Disney World I cannot eat.
After we got candy for Alyssa, we headed out and we heard the parade coming, and I was like, you know what? I want to video the Zootopia pre-parade because I haven't seen much about it. It's a really cute little thing, and we didn't really video much of it the other night, so I'm going to video this. So we got a spot right there in front of the train station, and I filmed the entire pre-parade with Nick and Judy. And after they had finished and gone by us, we went on over to the firehouse to get our Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card. We're going to try and get one every single night that we're here because we can. It's included with the ticket. After we got that, we thought about heading back into the park, but we really need to go back to the resort because we have so much to prepare before our conference tomorrow. So we caught a bus and headed back over to Coronado Springs and went to our room. When we got there, we had a couple surprises in the room that we were not expecting. And I bet the person who dropped them off was not expecting the surprise they saw in the room with little succulent plants everywhere all over the dresser. But anyway, we had some really cool gifts on the bed. One was from Disney Meetings and Events because we're doing a conference. They had a little note that said, thanks for doing a conference here. And there was a gift in the bag that I thought was super cool. It was a metal water bottle with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the side, and the lid is a Bluetooth speaker. It was like the perfect gift for me, and they didn't even know. It was amazing. And then there was a second gift in the room, and this one was from Coronado Springs, from the resort, from one of the managers here. And this was a couple Coronado Springs mugs, which are really nice, and a bottle of wine and a box of chocolates. And I was like, I think they might be expecting us to have a rough time over the next few days. They're giving us mugs and wine and chocolate. I mean, they're preparing for the worst, I guess.
After we had a lot of fun checking out these gifts and being blown away by them, it was so much fun to see them. We called Bell Services and asked them to bring all of our luggage, and of course had to move boxes because we know how much luggage we have.
Yeah, it gets very full in this room with all the luggage.
We got some looks when he
in.
came over and delivered our luggage. And then we finished those succulents that we had started, but we didn't actually get to finish, and we cleaned up because there was like dirt everywhere and we didn't want to be rude and leave it, so we cleaned all of that up and then went to bed because we have a very long day the next couple days, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.